Very good, very good, very good. Okay. All right. So anyways, there's a couple of things that we gotta do first. Just turn the light on. Right. See if we can get a little light over the subject here. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Anyhow, I'm going to be posting a video, or you may see that video before you see this. But anyway, tight tongue. Railroad Park, pond number 3 that we finally got to go to, and we had to hike around there. I want to apologize first to you guys because I realized when I have my helmet cam on and my chest cam that when I'm walking, I have a tendency, because I had stage 4 arthritis in my knee, and so I have a tendency to favor my left knee over my right, so I didn't know I was actually wobbling, doing a kind of wobble. And then most of the time when I'm looking down at the ground, and I have to do that, so make sure I don't step in a gopher hole or something and it'd be a catastrophe. But anyway, in the future we're remedying that, so we're going to work that out, and that's not going to be an issue anymore. Also, I think it was one thing. I thought there was something else that I wanted to do. I think that was it, but basically that's what the issue was with that when I'm actually walking or hiking somewhere. But I did say, I talked about pond number 2. I went to pond number 3 and fished unsuccessfully. Not really unsuccessfully. I wasn't there but maybe an hour or so, and I was just fishing with strictly worms, and I just had one rod. And I just threw it in a few different spots and waited it out to see if anything was going to happen. But you can get my prologue and the video concerning pond number 3. So when I got ready to leave, and I looked at pond number 2 and I saw all the trash and stuff in the water, I said I was going to come home and I was going to check and see the relation between Texas Parks and Wildlife and the city where the park facilities and all were located, and what was the correlation there. But anyway, I did get this offline, so I'm going to read some of it, and I'm going to do it really quickly and then just make a couple of points. The Texas Parks and Wildlife is primarily responsible for managing and conserving the state's natural and cultural resources, including state parks, and provides outdoor recreational opportunities. And while Texas Parks and Wildlife offers the local parks grant programs, which helps local governments with the park development and acquisition, their core focus remains on state-level parks and wildlife management. So Texas Parks and Wildlife Department operates and maintains over 90 state parks across Texas, offering diverse recreational activities like camping, hiking, and wildlife viewing. Texas Parks and Wildlife Department manages and conserves Texas natural resources, including wildlife and habitats, ensuring their preservation for future generations. Of course, we know that they regulate hunting and fishing, setting license, enforcing regulations, and ensuring sustainable practices. Texas Parks and Wildlife has a variety of outdoor educational programs promoting environmental awareness and appreciation. Texas Park and Wildlife offers local parks grant programs which provide matching grants to local governments for park acquisition development, which we stated earlier. Funding: state parks are funded by state government, while city parks are typically funded by local taxes and other municipal sources. Texas Parks and Wildlife manages state parks, while the city parks are managed by the city and recreation departments. Texas Parks and Wildlife focuses on state-level natural resource management and outdoor recreation, while the city parks often prioritize local recreational needs and community services. In summary, while Texas Parks and Wildlife Department plays a crucial role in state-level park management and resource conservation, it is not responsible for the maintenance of city parks. Texas Parks and Wildlife Department does, however, offer support to local governments through grants and other initiatives to help them develop and maintain their own park system. So with that being said, we know they're not responsible for picking up the trash and police and that kind of thing. But my thing is, if they're giving grants to cities to help with these parks and stuff, this grant money, they still have a position where they can, make some kind of comment statement or something regarding the condition of the park. If we're giving you grant money to, keep the park up and better things, and we have a say in how well you're managing the park. You want to keep getting our grant money, so that's an issue too. But anyway, that's what I said I was going to check out, and I just checked it out. So anyway, I just and I made a statement because I said that sometimes in some of these parks, the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department say you can do this or that other fish, and kind of issues of how many fish limits and all that stuff. The city has placed another sign that changes that. So which one are we going with, Texas Parks and Wildlife, or what the city is saying? And if Texas Parks and Wildlife Department are giving grant money to them for the betterment of these facilities and whatever they need, then they do have a say, I believe, in the upkeep of the park. So, but that's something that probably would be better addressed to each city parks department of the city, and whoever's in charge of that, to find out what's the deal on that. Because you telling our children, we take our children down there to play and have fun and fish and do things like that and family activities. Why do we need to see all this trash, in the waters and stuff? Is anybody picking up trash? And I know I was in Denton Park South, and there was a couple of people that was coming through. They was picking up trash off of the water, but he said they were volunteers. So now if the city is soliciting volunteers to come out and do that, I mean, that's fine too, as long as it's getting done. If nobody's volunteering, then I'm thinking it's the Parks Department employees' responsibility to do that. So anyway, that's another story for another time. We didn't go fishing this morning. I was going this morning, but eventually sleep actually caught up with me this morning, so I probably didn't wake up to about 11. So anyway, and so we will be back. We got to go to a couple of other ponds that I got staked out that are Texas Parks and Wildlife facilities also. And so, hey, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. We're getting better and better, and Jesus is Lord, and He's Lord of all. Thank you. Bye-bye.